in the world of street outlaws. Hurtling thousands of pounds of metal down the road at whirlwind speeds is just another day on set. Naturally, when your work consists of being in and around dangerous or perhaps even fatal situations, the risk of getting hurt is much higher than at your average job. That's exactly what went down with longtime Street Outlaws star Tricia Day and her husband JJ the Boss, who were both injured in a serious car wreck last year. So what exactly happened to the couple on that fateful day? And did they ever return to the racetrack? Sit back and watch as we take a look. Tricia Day might stand at just 5 feet tall, but she's not someone to be messed with on the racetrack. She is one of the Memphis family's strongest racers. Like the other women in the Memphis family, Tricia is very comfortable working on her car to get it ready for races. While she always loves fast cars and racing, something that brings her even more joy is running back to the starting line and cheering with her family. She and JJ has been married for over a decade, and their relationship remains stronger than ever. They also have 4 kids together who are Tricia's strength. The accident. Street Outlaws, America's List is a spin-off series patterned after Oklahoma's famous The List Racing, in which drivers competed to get to the top of the list. The first season saw the baddest and the fastest in the country race their way to the top. Season 2, which premiered in 2022, would unfortunately bring a massive tragedy. No one could have guessed what would happen in the race as Tricia and JJ battled it out on the asphalt. Something went wrong with JJ's car as it suddenly went ablaze and he lost control. It hit Tricia's car in the process and then rolled over it before ending up in a ditch in a relatively soft landing. As for Tricia, the impact sent her car off the road as she hit one of the production crew's vehicles parked in the area. JJ was hurt too, but he managed to get out with minor injuries. He immediately ran over to his wife, who was screaming in pain. She couldn't evacuate from her car, which was now on fire. JJ tried his best to calm his wife and reassure her. The fire was soon extinguished, and he and the crew got her out. They laid Tricia on the ground, and the paramedics rushed to check her condition. She and JJ were soon rushed to the nearest hospital. One can only imagine how hard it must have been for JJ to accidentally hit his wife's car and cause it to crash. Then, there's also the thought that their children could have lost both of them in one night. They both were well aware of the risks involved in street racing, but this was something they were both passionate about. The aftermath. After the crash, JJ said it was the hardest night of the race, but it could have ended worse. He was grateful that Tricia was alive and praised her, saying that no one was tougher than her. He sustained various burns to his hands and face and was discharged earlier than Tricia, who had to undergo hip surgery. After a long hospital stay, Tricia was finally back home, welcomed by her kids with big hugs. JJ said they are a tight-knit family, so it was expected that everyone was worried about her. He said the toughest part was not having her around. Tricia couldn't help but cry. She said that this was the longest time she'd been away from her family. JJ recalled having a tough time explaining to his kids that their mom had an accident, explaining her injuries to them, and that she would be in a wheelchair for a while. He told them she had done so many things for them before, and it was now their turn to repay her by helping her with things she couldn't do herself. Tricia went live in April 2022, expressing her gratitude for the love and support she received from fans. She said that there were things she had been blessed with that she had taken for granted, such as being able to walk. It scared her that she was unable to do that for a while. While doctors told her she wouldn't be able to walk for 6 months, with hard work and determination, she began walking just 2 months after the accident. She and JJ would often go live on social media, and fans were kept updated about her progress. Fans wondered whether the couple would ever return to the track. JJ and Tricia returned to racing. JJ was the first to make an appearance back on Street Outlaws. Tricia urged her husband to return to racing, telling him to fix Hummingbird so he could race again. His team worked hard to ensure that every part that went into it was in good condition. He was determined to make a return to the racing scene and make Tricia proud. In his first race after the accident, he won against Kai Kelly. Tricia was first seen in the show in a wheelchair giving a necklace to the winner of a race that night. As for her return to racing, it happened during JJ's arm drop event in the last quarter of 2022. It was a great night for everyone, her friends, fans, and especially for JJ. What are your thoughts on Tricia? Do let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.